Inventory Discovery is a forecasting tool that lets you discover what inventory is available based on your criteria based on the last 7 days of inventory data. It's designed to help you plan your campaigns with confidence, set accurate expectations for future ad inventory, and discover new opportunities without needing to run your own experiments. So let's see how easy it is to discover inventory. Here we are in the user interface, where you normally go to set up preferred deals and private auctions. Once you're here, you can just click on the Inventory Discovery tab along the top. So if we wanted to plainly see what kind of inventory is available on the ad exchange for me as a buyer, all I have to do is click the Update button. Here we can see that there are roughly 234 billion impressions per 7 days of inventory data, and we can also look at the top sites it's available on. So this is what's available for me as a buyer, and it's based on any settings that a publisher has set up for me. For example, if the publisher has set up any exclusions that will impact me, we are taking that into consideration. We have no filters applied, so it's looking at everything, globally and all formats. So let's start using the dimensions to see how we can slice the data. Inventory Discovery allows you to craft highly complex queries, and you may notice you can set a couple of fields along the top. To limit inventory to a certain maximum price, you can change the bid field from the default $100. Also, each creative you submit to the ad exchange is assigned a buyer creative ID. So to limit your inventory discovery results to inventory for a particular creative ID, you can enter the buyer creative ID. And lastly, inventory may appear many times on the same page. So to avoid showing the same ad to the same user too frequently, you can set a frequency cap and select whether you'd like to set this limit per hour, day, or week. After doing so, just hit Update. So let's start with our first opportunity discovery. Let's say we wanted to know how much display inventory there is in the US above the fold. Firstly, we'll change the inventory type from all to display. Then we choose the dimension United States from user geography, and we'd select above the fold for ad position. We want to keep the dimension as top sites and hit Update. So we can see that there are 20 billion impressions available for display in the United States above the fold. We can also see the top sites it's available on. One thing you'll notice is that we are showing you a mix of apps as well as mobile websites and desktop. To point out, Mobile App 1 refers to iOS, Apple App Inventory, whereas Mobile App 2 is Android Inventory. In this example, we have chosen top sites as the dimension, but from the drop-down you can see that there are a number of different dimensions available to choose from. For example, device class. Now, the inventory has been broken up into device class. So let's move on to exploring opportunity number 2. Let's keep the criteria display inventory above the fold in the United States. But now let's look at campaigns looking for females aged 18 to 34 in the arts and entertainment vertical on the App Store. We're going to use the left-hand navigation and we're going to drop down page verticals and select the arts and entertainment. We're then going to drop down mobile devices and operating system, drop down all apps and select Apple App Store. And then we're going to drop down the demographics and select female, ages 18 to 24 and 25 to 34. We're now going to change the dimension from device class back to the top sites and hit Update. The last thing I wanted to show you are the video filters. So let's say we wanted to check the available inventory for video, that's pre-roll and mid-roll. To start off, let's clear any filters that we have previously applied by clicking the Inventory Discovery tab on the top. Then I'm going to change the inventory type to video context. Now we get some additional filters that are specific to video inventory. So if we want to look at how much video inventory is available on the ad exchange for pre-roll and mid-roll, we can drop down video context and check pre-roll and mid-roll. If you wanted to filter for a specific site, you can input the site into the site field. And then we hit Update and you'll see the available inventory that's available for pre-roll and mid-roll. Lastly, here are some key takeaway points. Remember to use Inventory Discovery to discover inventory for your campaigns and find new opportunities in unfamiliar markets. Layer your dimensions to see what inventory is available. And lastly, investigate open auctions, deals, and private auctions. Get started today via google.com/ADX Inventory Discovery.